Hi, my name is Amit. I'm a CAT trainer at MBA. We are a CAT training institute based in Patna. Discussing a question on numbers here. Question says that sum of three distinct prime numbers is even. So let's say my prime numbers are P1, P2 and P3. Sum of these three prime numbers is even. Then the question also says that it has to be less than 24. The sum is less than 24. Even but less than 24. Then the question says how many such triplets are possible? How many such triplets of P1, P2, P3 are possible? This is our question. Now see, one thing that we can straight away conclude from here is that three prime numbers, the sum, and three distinct prime numbers, the sum has to be even, and prime numbers are generally odd except for 2. 2 is the only even prime number, all other prime numbers are odd. So if you take three odd prime numbers, if you don't take 2, then three odd numbers sum will always be odd, but our sum has to be even, which means that the numbers that we have to select, the prime numbers, cannot be all odd. We have to select one even and two odd, because one even and two odd will give you even number. So this is the starting point. This is the starting idea. So we know that we have to take one even number out of these three prime number for sum to be even. Otherwise, three odd numbers will give you odd number. So one number has to be even number, and the even prime number is 2. So I know that one of these prime number is 2, and the remaining two prime number will be odd prime numbers, and 2 is the only even prime number, that also we know. So for even prime number there is only one possibility, and that is 2. Other two prime numbers are odd prime numbers. All right, now with this idea, now it becomes a question of manual search. No, you manually find out all the possible no triplets that are there. So let us no do it manually. Two distinct prime numbers, and the sum will anyway be now even. So 2 plus, so smallest prime number after 2 is 3. So if I take 3, and the prime numbers have to be different. Next prime number is 3, 5. So I can take 2, 3, 5. The sum is even and it is less than 24. If you put 3 here, you can put 7 also. 2, 3, 7 is also even, and the less than 24. 2, 3, the next prime number after 7 is 11. This is also okay. 2, 3, the next prime number is 13. This also seems okay. 2, 3, next prime number is 17. 14, 15, 16 are not prime numbers. 17 plus 3, 20 plus 2, 22. This is also okay. But if you take 2, 3 and 19, this is not valid, because 19 plus 3, 22 plus 2, 24. The sum becomes 24. We have to take the sum as less than, sum has to be less than 24. So this is not correct. This is not a valid triplet. So we are getting some triplets here by taking 2 and 3. Now similarly, you can take 2, 3. Instead of 2, 3, you take 2, 5. Right? 2, 5. Now you can't take 3, because 2, 3, 5 is already done. So we have to consider prime numbers more than 5, because prime number less than 5 is 3, and 2, 3, 5 is already considered. So now you have to take prime numbers more than 5, such that the sum becomes less than 24. Less than 24 means maximum 22. So see, out of 22, 5 to 7 is gone. So 22 में से 7 निकल गया, तो हमारे पास कितना बचेगा? 15. तो 15 से छोटे ही लेना है और 5 से बड़ा। तो क्या क्या हो सकता है? 7 हो सकता है, वी कैन हैव 9 इज नॉट देयर, देन 11 हो सकता है, एंड 13 हो सकता है। सी, 2, 5, 11, 2, 5, 13। वी कांट गो बियॉन्ड 13, बिकॉज 13 के बियॉन्ड जाएंगे तो 17 लेना होगा। 17 लेंगे तो 17 प्लस 5 22 प्लस 2 24 हो जाएगा। सो 3 मोर ट्रिपलेट्स, then you start with 7. If you start with 7, then you take prime numbers more than 7, because prime number less than 7 you have already considered. See, 7, 3 is already done, right? 7, 5 is already done. See, 7 के साथ 3 पहले ही आ चुका है, 7 के साथ 5 पहले ही आ चुका है। तो 7 के बाद देखिए 22 मैक्सिमम हो सकता है सम, 24 से कम है तो उसमें से 7 to 9 चला गया, सो 9 आउट ऑफ 22 निकल गया, तो कितना बचा हमारे पास? 13। 13, सो 13 तक हमारे पास बच रहा है। अब 13 तक बच रहा है तो क्या हो सकता है? 11 ले सकते हैं या 2 7 13 ले सकते हैं। 13 के बाद जाएंगे तो सम 24 से ज्यादा हो जाएगा या उसके बराबर होगा, विच इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल। सो 2 7 ले लिया। अब क्या ले सकते हैं? 2 7 के बाद 2 11, राइट? बट इफ यू टेक 2 11, if you take 2 11, then 2 11 कितना हो जाएगा? 13। 13 हो जाएगा तो कितना बचा आपके पास? 9 बच रहा है। सो 9 11 के से तो बाकी हम लोग ले ही चुके हैं। 11 के साथ 3 भी ले लिया है, 11 के साथ 5 भी ले लिया है, 11 के साथ 7 भी ले लिया है। तो अब 11 के साथ उससे ऊपर का ले, तो उसे ऊपर का लेंगे तो सम क्या हो जाएगा? इट गो बियॉन्ड 24। सो वी कांट हैव एनी नंबर हियर। सिमिलरली जब 2 11 में नहीं मिला तो 2 13 में भी नहीं मिलेगा, राइट? सो गया, तो हमें सारे मिल गए हमारे पास, राइट? अब आप सोचेंगे कि अब 2 को तो रखना ही रखना है, तो 2 के साथ 3 में आपको मिला कुछ कुछ पेयर्स, कुछ ट्रिपलेट्स, 5 में मिला, 7 में मिला, 11 में एक भी नहीं मिला, तो 11 के बाद तो 13 में तो, और उसके ऊपर जाएंगे तो और भी कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा। सो वी हैव गॉट आवर पेयर्स हियर और ट्रिपलेट्स हियर. The triplets are how many? 1 2 3 4 5 here and 3 8 here and 2 10 here. You can say 10 such triplets are possible. So my answer for this question will be 10. 10 is my answer. 10 such triplets are possible. So the idea behind giving you this question is to tell you that whenever the question says that sum of three distinct prime numbers is even, we can say that 2 is one of these prime, no, these three prime numbers. 2 will be there out of these three. But अगर यहाँ पे ये कहता कि sum of three distinct prime numbers is odd, no, we can say that 2 is not there because तीन odd number का sum ही odd आएगा, so इसका मतलब इनमें 2 prime number नहीं होगा, 2 will not be there. No, so there is a pattern like this. If the question says that sum of four distinct prime numbers is even, सो चार ऑड नंबर का सम इवन आता है, तो इसका मतलब है कि यहाँ पे 2 नहीं होगा। लेकिन अगर यहीं पे कहता है इन चारों का सम ऑड है, तो इसका मतलब क्या होता है? यहाँ पे 2 होता है। सो लाइक दैट यू विल फाइंड दैट इन सम केसेस 2 will be there, in some cases 2 will not be there out of the prime numbers which are there. So this is the pattern. You can summarize that pattern. I will summarize it for you. If you say number of prime numbers added और उसका सम क्या है, and then finally you can conclude. Okay, you can make your conclusion very easy. It's a nice pattern here. See here, the number of prime numbers are how many here? 3. So number of prime numbers are 3 and 3 is odd, so number of prime numbers added is odd and the sum is even. The sum is even. It means that 2 is there. So you can say in this case 2 will be there. Out of these prime numbers 2 will definitely be there. Similarly, if you take number of prime numbers as even, see here, number of prime numbers are 4, which is even. 4 is even number and the sum is odd. That also means that 2 will be there. But if number of prime numbers are odd and the sum is also odd, both are odd, means that 2 will not be there. And similarly, if both are even, number of prime numbers are 4, which is even, and the sum is also even, it means that 2 will not be there. So this is a nice pattern. If number of prime numbers are odd, sum is even, or vice versa. Number of prime numbers even, sum is odd, 2 will be there. If number of prime numbers are odd and the sum is also odd, or if the number of prime numbers are even and the sum is also even, we can conclude that 2 is not there. So you can remember this as a pattern. However, there is no need to memorize these things. It's a very commonsensical thing. You can take some examples and easily conclude for yourself that whether 2 will be there or will not be there. I hope you have gained from this question. This No, idea is tested in CAT through many questions. So this is very important idea, a very commonsensical idea, but yet a very powerful and idea, and an idea which is frequently tested in CAT exam. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching.